My name is Eric Beatty, and in the anticipation of the release of my latest guitar masterclass entitled Bluegrass Guitar Essentials, I'd like to share with you some songs and techniques that I feel convey the essence of what this course is all about. In this video, I'm going to go over a song that is one of my favorites to play, and it's called Wilder Mountain Coal, and it's off the latest CD that my band and I have released called Wilder Mountain. And you can find this CD on our website at wildermountainband.com. And on this CD we have songs like what I'm going to go over now called Wilder Mountain Coal. We also have songs, these are all originals. Some more songs that I'll go over with. One of them in the course is called Lonely Tonight, the one that I've wrote. And I'd just like to go over some of these songs that have a lot of these techniques in them that the course has a lot of and will help you understand what this course is all about. So let's get right on into this. This one's called Wilder Mountain Coal, and it's written by the banjo player of the group called Wilder Mountain. And her name is Tammy Melton. She wrote this song, and it's a story about Wilder Mountain in Tennessee and how it originated as coal mining country. And the fun thing about this song is that we started from nothing. I mean, this is a song that she had written that was totally original. And that's one of the great things about songwriting and working with people that write songs is that you start from a blank slate and you work on things that are completely new, and you draw from the things that you've learned, such as what you're going to learn in the Bluegrass Guitar Essentials course, and you take that and you have total and utter complete freedom to create. And so this is one of the songs that she sings it in D, and I thought, well, I always like to get away with playing in drop D as much as I can, especially in bluegrass. It's such a wonderful sound, and it has such a wonderful tone to it, especially on the guitar. It has that nice low sound to it. So this song is going to be in drop D, and all you do is you take your top E string and you tune it down to 2 frets worth, down a whole step. So for example, if I had this in E in standard tuning, we would take this string and make it match the open D sound, the open D string. Exactly like that. We just turn it about maybe a half a turn, and it's best to do it quickly so that you can kind of hear it get there. If you do it slowly, you'll be doing all this all day and trying to get it to there. It's best to do that quickly. So in drop D, a lot of good songs are played in drop D in the bluegrass genre, especially like, for example, Tony Rice's Manzanita is a wonderful song to play in drop D. But in Wilder Mountain Coal, the intro part starts like this. That's just the first little part there. It's got a nice little, westerny type sound almost. The picking for that is down, up, up, down, down. So you might want to practice doing just that much. So it's 1 down, 2 ups. D string, A string. And then after you hit that A string, you're going to hit immediately on that 3rd fret of the E string that is now tuned to D. You're going to take it and bend it ever so slightly, and then hit it open. And then the open A, open D. So we got a hammer on to the 3rd fret. So far we've only been on the 3rd fret here. We got this, hammer on to the 2nd fret A string, open D, hammer on to the 3rd fret of the A string, hammer on, pull off a little trill there on the 2nd fret of the D string, and then pull off the A string, then open D, and that open D kind of acts as a drone. And I'm going to have all this tabbed for you so that you don't have to worry about it too much. So let's go on to the next part. And that's a cool little lick. You're going to go from the 3rd fret of the A string, pull off to the 2nd fret, pull off to the open string, and then another one of these. Then after that next little part there, you're going to do an open E, pull on. You can either do a hammer-on or a pick, but it's better to do a hammer-on. As you lift up, it's an upstroke. Then you hit 2 strings, the A and the D, the A and the E string on the 2nd fret, and slide it up. And then you're going to hit those 2 strings throughout the end of that little intro. Okay, let's do that one more time. So let's get on into the solo part now. It's kind of be the same thing, and I'm kind of building the anticipation. If you listen to the CD, it kind of comes in with this. And I'm just palm muting that. And then just generally releasing that mute and letting the strings get louder. So that's where the unison slide comes in. There's a little pull on or hammer on and pull off. Another one of these. Then once again, I'm hitting that open D to kind of keep the key going, so that there won't be a lot of silence here. And then the next part of that is I'm kind of droning on the open D string here too. And that's a cool little technique that I recommend in the chorus, and that is pulling off of the 1st fret on this key of D here. So let's pull off, 3rd fret D, open G, then we're going to kind of slide it up to the 4th fret. And then we'll go to open D. So once again, okay, and then as that's ringing out, I'm going to have time to hit that open string one more time, and as I'm doing that, I'm going to come up here to the 5th fret and start working my way up that. And we're going to slide from the 5th fret of the ring finger to the 7th fret. And after I hit that note, I kind of mute it. I mute it with these fingers. And then we do the same thing. So the first one's a slide, and then we're doing a hammer on to the 7th fret of the G string, and then we're just playing that B string there that I'm kind of barring, as you can tell with my finger here. So we got the 5-7 D string, 5-7 of the G string, so hit that 5 when we mute it, and then hammer on to the 7th, hit this 5, the 5th fret of the B string, mute that, and then the long little lick here. So that is pull on or hammer on to the 5th to the 6th fret of the B string, and then a pull off on the G string back to that 5 from the 7, and then we're going to do a what I call a backtrack to that B string that we're still barring here. Remember to bar that. That's part A. Part B. Let's just call this and break it up into sections. by itself. Upstroke, downstroke, downstroke. Now watch my right hand and see what it's doing. Okay, so we're up to here so far. Here's what we would call the third section, the C part. Once again, we're hammering on from the 5th to the 7th on the G string. Sliding down now, we slid up when we started this little section. We started the high part of the solo, but now we're going to slide back down to that 5th fret from the 7th. Hit our first finger on the 3rd fret, and then hit the ring finger on the 5th fret. We're going to slide back up. So we've slid, when we started this, we slid up from the 5th to 7th, walked on up, sliding down, sliding back up. And the cool thing about this is, not only do I like unison slides, not only do I like using unison slides where you play one note, an open string, and you slide into that note. I also like slides where you hit one note and then you slide immediately to that note again. And this is a technique that I've watched and learned from Steve Vai, one of the greatest shredders of all time. So immediately after you slide to that, you're going to take your first finger and do the same exact thing and add a lot of vibrato on the end of that. And then I'm just going to take it and slide it down, so that will lead me to the upper part of the fretboard here, or the lower part. And instead of holding this here, I'm just going to kind of slide it down instead of letting go as well. It just sounds more professional, it sounds better, and it feels a lot better too. It's more fun. And then as I come down, I let go, I let off that string. That way I can put my first finger up here. So let's go over that second section one more time. I'm going to lead on into it. Okay, so let's do that one more time really slow. Remember to mute. Okay, now this little area here is, think of a B minor shape when you're wanting to solo in this little area. And on my YouTube channel, you can search for Eric Beatty and find me. And I did a lesson on easy lead playing in D. And I went over all of this stuff right here for playing in D. And we're going to get on some of that as well in the Bluegrass Guitar Essentials course. But for right now, if you want to go straight to that, you can find that on my YouTube channel and look for easy lead playing in D. And I'll teach you exactly how to work your way around up in this area. And we're going to go up here. By the way, another great thing about soloing and learning things that are, doing things that are completely new, since it's a song that's never been done before and you're creating, it's fun when you do things by accident. When we recorded this album, and I recorded that track, I'd been working around with wanting to solo up here anyway, and didn't know exactly how to phrase it. And just on the fly, just one day, in the heat of the moment, I did that exact same thing. And by the end of the solo, I was like, whoa, what did I just do? So we had to come back, and that was just for the scratch track. We had to come back and record the solo separately. And I said to the engineer, I said, let me listen to that one more time what I did so that I can do it again, because it sounded awesome, and I don't want to do anything other but that. And so from then on, I memorized that little shape and what I did. And it's just an amazing, to me, it's just amazing phrasing, amazing sound there. But anyway, back to this. The next part we're going to go over is... And this is kind of tough because you have to put your first finger right here. After this phrase, by the way, notice that D string is ringing. We're going to do a unison to the D. And that's the little bar, first fret to the second fret, G string, come up on the B string, and when you're barring there on the first fret. And then what you could do is do this first pull off again, or that's even better sometimes, is you can do the little pull off from the second fret to the first fret to the open. But it's just up to you, whatever you want to do. I think I do either or. Sometimes I do back and forth. Because in the heat of the moment, again, sometimes you can't control your fingers and there's too much to think about than just one little note. You're thinking ahead of what you're doing. So you kind of put your fingers on autopilot, so you never can tell which one they're going to do. And that's the hard thing, is you want to lift up, but it's not going to sound right. Okay. And there's that little lick again. And then after that, pull off on the A string. Once again. So the cool thing about this is that the solo actually ties in with the intro, and it kind of makes it like a seamless transition. There's a few little extra things in there that's not in the intro, but it ties in with a lot of the intro stuff. And the cool thing about that is you don't have to come up with anything new or learn anything extra for the song. It really weaves it in and out. And at the end, just one more time, let's go over this section again. So at the end, I do the intro all over again. But at the last part, there's a little section there that's different. I slow it down. And then I make like a D minor shape, because I'm going to pull off right here on the D minor. But I usually use my pinky here. And I'm just picking one string at a time till I get to that one little part. And then when I hit that open G, that G note there, open D, and then I make my regular D shape and do a slide up to the actual position. The two of those kind of gives it like a train sound. And it kind of gives it the sense of, you know, back in there, you know, how they did the coal for the locomotives. All that coal was used to, you know, propel the trains and all that. Okay. So once again, the very last part. And the cool thing is everything is ringing out at the end, especially if you hit that D string. If you hit it hard like that, it just rings out and everything just melds together. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video. I can't wait to see you in the Bluegrass Guitar Essentials course that I'm coming out with and releasing. This course is all about making you a better guitar player. You can learn it just for the sake of bluegrass, or learn it just for the sake of becoming a better guitar player. It deals with scales, it deals with different techniques, and it really deals a lot with picking, which is very essential, I believe, in learning great bluegrass guitar. A lot of people focus on the left hand and what all these different licks are, but they don't pay attention to the right hand, and that's a big mistake in my opinion. But I'll go over all that in the course, Bluegrass Guitar Essentials, and I look forward to seeing you there on the other side. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless, and take care of yourself, and learn some great bluegrass guitar.